for Denia. She's a huge supporter of Live Out Loud charity.
Really?
And she designs jewelry here in Chicago. It's Denia Designs for You.
Okay.
Some of the most beautiful earrings that I've ever worn in my life. And she'll be part of our upcoming fashion show March 14th at Stephen Papa George Hair Academy.
And that's the third Live Out Loud
The third Chicago Live Out Loud charity fashion show.
Okay.
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. So what is it that you'll be featuring in your collection this year, Miss Denia?
So I will be collaborating with a phenomenal clothing designer, Tosh Sherman, and I'll be featuring one of my latest collections, which is called The Connectors, along with my crescent sequence loop earrings and a couple other different designs. So I'm really excited to kind of put that out there. People can just see the different variations of what I do, and I'm really excited to work with this designer. So.
Wow, wonderful. Well, thank you very much, Denia, for calling in. She's one of the designers in Miss Sherry Gearhart's fashion show, Live Out Loud, Part 3. And where is it going to be held at?
Stephen Papa George Hair Academy. And you can get tickets at trmag.net. Click on the tab called Chicago Fashion Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you wanted more information about the fashion show, thank you very much, Denia.
Thank you, Denia.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Wow, we got one call calling in already, and phone lines are ringing already off the hook. Thank you for choosing. I guess they hung up. Smooth 90.5 FM, WGSJBC Radio. We have Sherry Gearhart live in the station. And don't forget, we are also giving away tickets to Jackie's Secret Life. We have VIP tickets, which is Sunday, July 19th. And it's at the Harold Washington Cultural Center, 4701 South King Drive. We are giving away tickets, so I want all my VIP listeners to call in. I have a total of 10 tickets. I am holding them up live, so y'all have to call in. And Miss Sherry Gearhart is live here in our wonderful station. She came back from New York from the Mercedes-Benz fashion show. Tell us about that.
That was a huge honor. That is every model's dream, to walk in the Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week. And shout out to Jason McQueen in New York, an awesome photographer I met out there. He's my new best friend. But he said that a lot of models that have appeared on the cover of Vogue multiple times have never even had the honor of walking in Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week. It is the best production. So I was part of New York Fashion Week in the beginning of my trip. It was a great honor because S. Dot of Speechless Vulgarity invited me out there to model for her brand, to shoot a billboard ad with Will Jardell, to host as Miss United Nations World Ambassador. And I was able to speak about Live Out Loud charity and educate the public in New York about what we do and the signs of suicide. So the very first half of my trip was all about Live Out Loud charity. And then as the week went on, we went to other auditions, met other people, and I ended up walking in the finale show. It's the Art Hearts Fashion production. And it's for House of Byfield, an international designer. Okay. And I'm the very first American to own a pair of Joos shades out of the Netherlands. Wow. Yeah, this is really cool. So they loved me. They gave me shades. They gave me a carbon heart. So RB Exclusive was one of the accessory designers. Okay. So in the pictures online, you'll see me carrying these really cool bags, handbags, and everything was made out of carbon. Wow. Yes. And so all of this, and then T-Tour shoes. And then all of these designers are from the Netherlands. So they're called the T6 Dutch team. T6 Dutch team. Wow. So they all came here.
Will we be seeing this crew in your up-and-coming fashion?
I wish that they could have stayed, but they had to go back. But they're all talking about collaborating with me in a future Live Out Loud charity show. Okay. And they want me to come to the Netherlands and work with them. Carolyn Alacarte is the creative director for House of Byfield, and she invited me to LA Fashion Week, which I'll be going to next month. Okay. And I'll be going to the Netherlands working further with her in House of Byfield.
Okay. Well, I've had my pleasure of going to Mercedes-Benz 2 years ago in 2010 and 11. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it here because I had to be here at the radio station. But I am looking forward to being at your wonderful event. I've been at both of them. They are spectacular. The production, the models are walking professional, and as well as with their sashes. And, the wonderful Terrier.
Tiara.
Tiara. see, her videographer is getting me live, and we're live on TV, so I know everybody can see me messing up. So, hey, I am human.
Hey,
so.
You're a man. You don't know how to say it. It's okay.
So tell us about the magazine. How did it get started? What is the purpose of the magazine, and where is it going at?
Okay, so online, 177 countries is where we're read, and in print, 4 countries. But the purpose of it was, back when I was 17 and I started my dream of pageantry, I would get the other pageant magazines in the mail, and it would only show Miss USA and Miss America. Those are 2 very awesome titles, but what about all the other pageants? What about the little community-based pageants that give somebody an out and an outlet to grow and develop? What about the preteen pageants and the plus-size pageants? What about the African-American pageants and the Miss India pageants? So I really wanted to create a magazine that celebrated women and showcased women across the board in the pageant industry, because all of those women are giving back to their community, and really they're making it a better place. I mean, the most favorite production that I ever did, I went out and I judged a pageant in Missouri, and there were probably 30 contestants, and it was in one of the poorest communities I'd ever been to.
Wow.
And just to be able to talk to those girls and know that this is their only outlet to have a chance at developing poise and grace and interview skills just meant so much to me. And for me, that's what pageantry is really about. It's about confidence building in young ladies and women of all ages, and it's about celebrating who you are and what you believe in your heart. It gives you an outlet to speak about what you care about while growing as a woman. So it's been an incredible journey throughout my pageant life, and the biggest accomplishment for me, I've held several national titles, but the biggest accomplishment for me is the crown sitting on my head, Miss United Nations World Ambassador and international titles. So Tiara Magazine, we give a voice.
What is the weight of your headpiece, your head garment? I'm not going to miss it.
I laugh not just because of that. I laugh because it really is heavy. It's. I haven't weighed it yet. Actually, now I need to weigh
Ladies and
it.
gentlemen, if you can actually see us live, Miss Sherry Gerhardt, I'm not trying to insult you. She looked like a $105, very small, and the headpiece looks like something from one of the 1936 Tarzan movies. I mean, it's huge what Jane wore in King
But
Kong.
everybody loves wearing it.
It's beautiful.
People around the world have worn my crown.
I mean, what is it made out of? It's made out of all different types
all
of
different stones.
stones.
It's the most unique crown people have ever seen.
I mean, I see rubies,
Yes.
sapphires,
Yes, everything.
topaz.
Yep.
I don't know what the gold pieces are,
I don't know.
but
You'll have to ask Leon. It's actually handcrafted in the Philippines.
okay,
And-
those are not real diamonds, are they?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, because I was like,
I think I wouldn't have my crown anymore if it was.
oh, okay. Because she has a bodyguard here with the camera.
Ah, so funny.
So tell us, where does Sherry Gerhardt see herself in 5 years?
I really want to open up a center for teens so that they have a safe haven and a safe place to go. I think that one of the biggest things that we do as a charity is mentorship. And the reason we do that is because imagine being in some of the worst areas in a very terrible upbringing and environment. Some of those teens don't have anybody to show them a way and show them that there's a healthier way out in life.
Why is that?
Just because of the area they're growing up, maybe they don't have the role models. The schools might be very poor, so they don't have any speakers. I was very blessed in the sense that I went to very poor schools. I moved around as a kid, and then I also went to very wealthy schools. And so I was able to understand the importance of motivational speakers. And so the biggest element of Live Out Loud charity is all of us going into the schools and talking to the students to show them that there are other options in life than doing drugs and drinking and partying and going down a bad path. There are other options than to commit suicide, that we actually care.
So when you're walking down the street, basically, and they see you with your sash on, and they see, do they automatically, instantly recognize you, or?
Sometimes. It really depends. A lot of people say, I've seen you somewhere, or people have just seen me in shows, or they've seen me on different radio shows. It really just depends on the area.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, does your statue still holds title if you don't wear your sash or your crown?
Yes, at the end of the day,
what happens if you don't wear it?
I'm still Miss United Nations,
Okay.
World Ambassador. But at the end of the day, I think everybody should present themselves in, a good manner. I mean, you're a crown even without you're a queen without a crown on your head, regardless. So I'm a role model no matter what.
What's the most tragic thing you have seen in your show or been a part of your show? What's the most tragic thing?
Every time, I think whenever designers come to our auditions, it's very emotional because models will come up to us and tell us, we just had an audition on Sunday, and one of the models told us about her cousin taking his life and another model, their brother, and it's very emotional. And so this charity means a lot to them. And for others, they come to us and they tell us, you saved my husband's life. After your show, my husband came up to me and he came forward and said he was suicidal, and we're able to get him the help that they need. So it's a lot of ups and downs, but that's what we're here for. We're here to be a support system to those that have lost someone. We're here to prevent suicide. We're here to help people come through the darkness and into the light. So we have to be confidential about what anyone tells us. So, of course, I would never give names or anything like that. But it is a very emotional roller coaster at times.
Your magazine has a great impact on the community for suicide prevention and models as well. If someone want to get a copy of this wonderful magazine, where can they get a copy of this wonderful magazine at?
TiaraMag.net. If you go to Tiara, TiaraMag.net, click on the subscribe button. You can get a copy there. Also, we have them at our fashion shows, and we also have them at other pageant events. This summer, we're really excited to work with the Pure American pageant. So you'll see our copies there. You'll see our copies in Jamaica at the United Nations pageant. So you'll see it at different pageants that we endorse and that we back up. It's a great thing that you said that the magazine helps with suicide prevention, because when I started Live Out Loud Charity, nobody wanted to talk about suicide and how to prevent it. Nobody wanted to support it. It was a new organization. And so I used Tiara Magazine as the major media source to promote suicide prevention. And beauty queens started flying in from around the U.S. and now from around the world. And it's really a great blessing that I have pageant queens that stand behind what we do, because the reality is there are two causes to suicide. Number one being depression, number two being substance abuse. Depression hits everybody at least once in their life, and that can happen for a multitude of reasons. Somebody diagnosed with an illness, somebody passed away, maybe you lost a job, you're going through financial hardships, a breakup. So the fact that pageant queens, I really love them, and I am so grateful for them. The fact that they walk our runway for our cause means so much to me.
I have an email from a person right now. Her name is Kathy. She's from Buffalo Grove, and she would like to know, how can she participate in one of your fashion shows or one of your pageants?
Awesome. So we do have our own pageant. It's Miss Worldwide Pageant for Live Out Loud Charity. It's basically an ambassadorship. If you want to represent our organization in that way, you can check it out at liveoutloudcharity.org or tiaramag.net. You can click on the tab called Miss Worldwide. And as far as our fashion shows, if you go to tiaramag.net, you'll always see our upcoming fashion shows and our auditions that we have. Our next audition is March 1st. It will be held at Spoil Me Hair Salon, which they're a major sponsor for everything that we do. It's at 2 p.m. We are not looking for somebody necessarily that's a professional. We help train you. We're really looking for people that have a heart for our cause. The rest is up to us. We make you over with beautiful hair and makeup. We dress you in gorgeous garments from the designers, and you get to walk for a purpose, whether it's for someone you've lost or someone you've saved, or whether it's for yourself. It's one of the most life-changing events that you could be a part of, and I'm really grateful to have your support, Rob, because, you being there, you know the speakers and how life-changing it can be. So thank you, Kathy, for asking how you can get involved. LiveOutLoudCharity.org and TiaraMag.net have the information on our auditions. Just click on Chicago Fashion Show.
Okay, we have Perry. He sent an email in. He is from Wheeling, Illinois. He would like to know, do you accept guys in your pageantry as well? And how can he reach out to you